Look into the darkness. What do you see? Nothing. That is exactly what Iran's S-400 and Bavar 373 air defense systems are seeing right now, a deadly void. But at 50,000 feet, the sky is not empty. We have been wrong for 2 decades. The world believed the cat-and-mouse game between Washington and Tehran was just about centrifuges, nuclear fuel rods, and diplomatic papers. We thought the strategic goal of the United States was simply containment. You are wrong. All of that has changed. According to classified documents reshaping defense strategy in 2026, the chessboard has been flipped. Washington is no longer playing for negotiations. They aren't here to confiscate the matches. They are here to burn down the building. Welcome to the decapitation scenario. It is no longer about non-proliferation. It is no longer about deterrence. The target now is survival. It is 02:15 a.m. The attack doesn't start with an explosion. It begins in absolute silence within cyberspace. Before the first bomb falls, the U.S. Space Command's cyber warfare unit has already activated zero-day malware that has been sleeping inside Tehran's power grid and military communications for 3 years. In a split second, Iranian commanders go blind and deaf. The chain of command is severed. This is step 1 of the doctrine known as total overmatch. And just as chaos engulfs the command centers, the sky tears open. Look closely at this weapon. This isn't a standard tomahawk. This is the bunker buster. But this time, its coordinates are not set for the Natanz nuclear plant. The coordinates are locked on the Presidential Palace, the IRGC headquarters, and deep underground command bunkers. The 2026 strategy is brutal. Destruction of governance. Instead of hitting the limbs, the U.S. strikes directly at the brain, a true decapitation. The goal isn't just to destroy a building, but to completely wipe out the decision-making leadership. Without orders from the center, the Iranian military, no matter how vast, becomes a headless snake thrashing in the dark. They don't want to delay the nuclear program for another 5 years. They want to end it forever, tonight. But Iran is not an easy opponent. Deep beneath the Zagros Mountains lies the nightmare of every military planner, the missile cities. Massive bases holding thousands of ballistic missiles ready to flatten Tel Aviv or Riyadh within minutes of a retaliatory order. This is Iran's ace card. And this is how the U.S. neutralizes it. In the final word strategy, the U.S. doesn't wait for the missiles to launch. They bury them. Using next-generation kinetic penetrators combined with thermobaric warheads, the objective is to collapse tunnel entrances and air vents, turning these massive underground cities into massive concrete tombs. The retaliatory arsenal is neutralized within its own Mother Earth. But the most terrifying and sophisticated aspect of the 2026 strategy isn't in the bombs, it's on the streets. The U.S. is executing a concept called air-supported revolution. When the IRGC command centers are destroyed, the domestic suppression forces lose direction and logistics. Fear changes sides. The protesters, once brutally suppressed, realize the monster is dying. Precision airstrikes on enforcement headquarters are not just military targets, they are a psychological lever. It is a message to the Iranian people. The sky is open. The chains are broken. Now is your time. The strategy is not just about regime change by American tanks, but creating a power vacuum for the people to fill. So, to summarize this terrifying strategic shift, imagine a fire. For the past 20 years, the world tried to use a fire extinguisher on the nuclear flame. We negotiated, we sanctioned, we sabotaged a few centrifuges, but the fire kept smoldering because the building, the structure of the regime, was designed to protect it. In 2026, the United States throws away the extinguisher. They bring TNT. The decapitation strategy is no longer about fighting the fire, it is about completely destroying the structure of the building that houses it. By eliminating the leadership, severing command and control, burying the retaliatory arsenal, and supporting a popular uprising, the U.S. wants to ensure this threat can never rise again. This is the riskiest gamble in modern history. If it fails, the Middle East burns. But if it succeeds, it will be the final word that ends an era of confrontation.